Hi everybody and welcome back. I wanted to talk a little bit about something that happened the other day that I did write about in the community post, and it upset me a lot. It got me very, very angry. Uh, and when I get angry, I start to cry. It's a defense mechanism against getting overly angry. So I cry when I get angry. Anyway, through my own negligence, I needed to go and get my driver's license and my health card renewed, and it was way past due. They were supposed to be done in 2023 on my birthday, which is in January, and we are now at the end of 2024, so you can see how long it has been. But the Ontario government stopped sending out reminder notices that you need to go and get this done. You need to actually sign up to get email reminder notices, which I now have signed up for, but nonetheless. All right. So I had tried phoning and asking if there was a way, realizing that I had missed the date and that there were going to be fines to pay and all the rest of that stuff, that I was fine with it. But would I be able to do it online because I am disabled? And it's an issue for me to get there because the way I'd have to get there is through a taxi cab and the extra money and so on and so forth. And I'm a caretaker for my mother and on and on. Anyway, it turns out that no, I would have to go. So I was told. And I would need to bring proof that I have been in Ontario for the last year, because that's one of the things they need to know. And that right away put me on edge because Mom and I live together, and she's on a pension and I'm on a pension, and I'm not on the deed to the house, and I don't pay rent. I pay for things like I buy the groceries, and I take care of the bill for shoveling out the driveway in the winter time, and I take care of the lawn mowing and any of the stuff that we need to have done. Those are my things, and plus I am the Amazon buyer as well for things that we need from there. I am also the one that looks after all of the medical stuff, and well, obviously not well. And so that's the way we break it up. But Mom does not give me receipts for all of these things, because if I get receipts in order to get more of a pension, which they told me I could as long as I have something with my name on it, like any of the bills that I pay or anything else like that, then I could get more money. In turn, she has to declare it as income, and so she loses that money. So we come out no different than what we are. So rather than go through the hassle of doing it all, I left it as it is. So I have nothing. What they suggested that I could use are my bank accounts, my online bank accounts. I could show them all of my the bank accounts and show the withdrawals and the transfers and everything else like that I've done over the last year to prove that I've been here. And it doesn't prove it, as far as I know, because you can do those things from anywhere. I could be in Manitoba, I could be in Nova Scotia, I could be in Timbuktu, and I could, as long as there's a banking machine, I can go ahead and do what I need to do. But okay. So I waited until we had the money to go, because Mom has to come with me in the cab, and it's tiring for her to do. And she's not feeling that well, but okay. So called the cab and they got here. Now, I'm going to explain this, and I'm not going to do it well, but okay. I have 3 different kinds of arthritis, and it's getting worse, and so my movements are not great. So I go out to get in the cab, and the cab had those boards along the side that are about that wide, okay, that you can put your foot on, kind of thing. And I have to swing my leg up, okay, and it doesn't go up very high. So it took me 3 tries. I was hanging on to the back door and the front of the open door here, and swinging my leg up to try and get it onto this running board. And then it goes, so from the running board there's a lip that you have to also then get over to get to the inside of the car. And I was stuck. I couldn't get my leg to go, my foot to go over top of this, because I couldn't raise it up any higher, and I'm stuck. And I don't know what else to do. And I'm starting to get angry with myself because I can't make this happen. And I mean, Mom managed to get into the back seat, and she's tired. And so then the taxi cab driver, and these taxi cab drivers are wonderful people, and we've used them a lot when we go out, and they'll help you do anything at all. And she was absolutely great. She's a tiny little thing, and I am not. And she came around to that side, and she's like, okay, hang on to me. And so that I could try to pivot and sit so that maybe I could lift my foot over, but that didn't work out too well. But I did manage to lean, and she helped push my foot over the top. So now I'm kind of, if you can picture it, I'm in the car with one leg in, and the other leg is stretched way out because I'm now, right, so you kind of have to shift your weight forward and hop your leg in, and then shift backwards and try to lift this up. And that lady lifted up my leg and went to put it on the running board. And then it was like on the running board, and then in, and she goes, there, right, now you're in, it's okay, everything's good. And I'm like in absolute tears. There's a little bit of embarrassment there, but not a lot, because I'm not embarrassed about being disabled. I am angry that I can't make my body do what I want it to do. And that puts me in these positions. Anyway, okay. So we drive down there, and we go to get out, and at the same thing. It's another catastrophe trying to get out of the thing. And I got one leg out, and I went to stand. I couldn't bring the other leg out. And I'm telling my mom, I'm there like, I can't do this. I can't get it out. And I'm getting upset again. I have no patience with me. And Mom came over, and I've said before, my mom is 5'2" on a good hair day. And she went, and she's lifting my arm, and she's saying to me, okay, Leona, come on, you can do this. You really can do this. You know, like, come on, get it. And she's lifting my arm up, and stuff. Now, Mom and I we are very, very much mother and daughter, and we drive each other insane, okay? And we also love each other. And I know for a fact that she would take a bullet for me. Okay, the same as I would take one for her in a heartbeat. There wouldn't even be a question for either one of us. And it hit me while I was trying to get out of the taxi cab. what am I gonna do if she's not here? If she's not around to spur me on and make me mad enough to keep trying and not wallow, because I can wallow. And why do I have to be so physically inadequate? Why can't I make me do this? It's, and I mean, my mom, she shouldn't have to. And I'm so lucky. I don't know where I'm going to be. And all this is hitting me when I'm outside of Service Ontario waiting to go in to try and renew. And so fine, the taxi cab lady comes around and she's trying to help me. I do. Over 80-year-olds helping me get out of a van. And I got the other foot out, but my shoe came off because I have the shoes that you have Velcro on them because my feet swell and I need to be able to make them bigger throughout the day. And so the shoe came off and the lady got down with the shoe and she put it back on my foot. She was down on her hands and knees in the parking lot. Because I couldn't feel where the shoe was. And, okay, so she said, it's okay, we got it. And I thanked her and paid for the cab. It was $35 to get there. And if you know Elliott Lake at all, Elliott Lake is very small. And it takes no more than 10 minutes to get from anywhere to anywhere. It's $35 now. And in we go to get this done. And I start talking. I need a sip of coffee here. It's Honduran coffee today. And so I ask, I said, I need to do these two things. Oh, okay, no problem. And I said, I know there's going to be fines. I'm okay with that. And she goes and she types everything. And she said, well, we can do the health card. She said, but for some reason it's not letting me do the driver's license. And I said, well, that might be because it's over a year and I need to pay. Oh yeah. She says, look at that. It's way over the year. She said, well, we can't do that here. She said, you're going to have to go to the testing center. And they're only open on Wednesdays because they're going to want to do an eye test to see that everything's okay there. And then if they'll license you there, then you come back here and you have your picture taken and then we'll send you the license in the mail. And I thought, oh, this is not good. And I said, why isn't there a way to do this all? I said, you know, we're both disabled, my mom and me. Why isn't there a way to do this so that we don't have to come in? Oh, there is, she says. And please wait for this because you'll know I have a real pet peeve with this stuff. So here we go. The way that you do this is they give you a form. First of all, you have to be there to get the form. And then you go and you see a doctor, your doctor, who will fill it out to confirm that you are disabled enough to not be able to come in to renew. And then they will renew by having someone else bring in the form all filled out to renew your health card without a picture on it. So they'll do that for you. they do this, everything that you do. You know, you got to get on a bus, so you got to go to your doctor to prove that you're disabled enough to use a disabled person's bus, even though you're getting a disability pension. And you've got to prove that you're disabled enough so that somebody else can drop off your application for a health card so that you can get a health card without a picture. But you can't do that over the telephone, where you're saying, this is who I am, this is my social insurance number, this is da da da, and on ad infinitum. No, you have to go there, get the form, take it to the doctor, then give it to somebody to turn in with your health information so that they can then feel good about themselves and send you the bloody card without a picture, so you don't have to prove anything. Okay? You could be, who knows? Okay? Some dude, all right, from Patagonia, and you want to stay in Canada, and so you need a health card, and here's, look at that, we'll be Leona on the health card, and here we go. And all the rest of the time, all you have to do is fill in M instead of F. Life is good. And you get this thing with no picture, and there you have a health card. What more do you need? So why do I have to prove yet again that I am disabled enough to do this? And I have to go and spend money on a cab and get the whole form thing done and bring it back and find somebody to go in and do this thing. Like, yes, I can inconvenience the entire world. No problem. Just for me. Yes, it's great. Okay. So we go. And the lady from the taxi cab had said, when you call to get a cab to go home, tell them that you want the low van and because you're disabled. I called. I got that. Mom was really tired. And we got the gentleman that's taken us home quite a few times now, and he again is another one that goes out of his way. He will park near a sidewalk so that we have the ability to step in from a higher level, and it helps a great deal. And when we get to here, he helps my mom out, and then Mom gets up the stairs, and then he waits for me with my walker, and so that I have it, and then he sits in the driveway and waits until I get to the back door, and I lift the walker up the 3 steps because it's the only one I can get up, and I have to hang on to the railing and give the walker to Mom and get inside, and then he leaves. He's a great guy. And it's a great service that they provide. And it was another $35 to come home. So we spent $70 to renew a health card, finally, and find out that my driving is basically over at 65. And my mom is exhausted. She was gray. And my body doesn't do what I tell it to do, and it... And it just made me fed up and angry, and that is what happened that day. I gotta get over it sometime, I guess, but... So thank you for listening. Appreciate it.